Hello kapamilya sports fans, this is Mix Bustos from ABS-CBN Sports and you're watching it here on our YouTube page. Patuloy po ang ating interviews sa ating mga SEA Games medalists. And for today, we have members of the Philippine Swimming Team. They won multiple medals in various events. And for today, we have Jasmine Alkhaldi and Chloe Isleta. Hello, guys. Thank you so much, Jasmine and Chloe. Congratulations on your medals so far in the
Hi.
32nd Southeast Asian Games. Hope you are well.
Thank you, thank you. And I guess we are well. We're still alive.
Yeah. Well, it has been a an interesting, SEA Games for, when we read it all over the news, iba-ibang stories Iba-ibang stories per different sport, but we want to get it from the swimmer's perspective. Jasmine, how is it like competing in this year's Southeast Asian Games?
Honestly, compared to the other Southeast Asian games that I have been to, it has been more of the norm kasi naka-village kami. We're all here together, not just the Philippines, but also the other countries. So, considering na lahat kami we're all going through the same conditions, it's hard to compare and like complain kasi it's still a level playing field for the most part. So we're just focused on our competitions and really trying to shut down yung mga negative or whatever, can bring us down, I guess.
That's true. That's true. Well, Chloe, for you, how's your experience so far in the SEA Games?
I think it's really fun. From compared to the other SEA Games that I've been to, all of us are room together, so it's really it's really fun. It's less the other SEA Games we were very separated, so we just had one person and our roommate. So I feel like we were able to bond more as a team, and that brought together for us to be able to have a really strong support system in the pool.
So far, as of this interview, nakalista na po ang mga medals ni Jasmine Alcalde. Before, Jasmine, I don't know if you remember, we had an interview before in ANC with Sacho Ilustre.
Oh,
You went
yeah.
in the morning. Yeah, I remember that in 2019. And then, tawang-tawa ako kasi you had multiple medals. And then
And
you kept it in a Ziploc. It's
Yun
like,
yung una kong nahanap.
nanalo na
I just
Ziploc.
kept it there.
And then para sabi ko, Jasmine, pakilabas naman yung mga medals mo. Okay, hold on. The Ziploc's here. There's like, yeah, here it is.
Hey,
Well,
sustainable.
yeah,
Reuse,
totoo naman yun.
recycle.
Totoo naman yun. Well, the reason that I mentioned that is because as of this interview, you medyo humakot ka rin ulit ng mga medals. 3 silvers and 2 bronze medals. Can you tell us more about yung mga events yun? What have been the most memorable, I guess, from your perspective as a competitor from the events that you joined at?
Okay.
Yeah, Jasmine, yeah.
I guess I don't know. I honestly want to say they're all memorable. Like the relays are quite fun because, to be honest, I haven't had this much fun in a competition in a really long time. So to be able to really just enjoy every race from the start till the end, kahit na napakadami, hindi ko in-expect na napakadami. It's such a blessing because it's rare not my age at this point to really still enjoy what I'm doing. But if I have to pick, I think I will pick my 100 freestyle because I didn't swim it last year, and to be able to race it this year, it's my favorite event. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't swim it last year kasi parang feeling ko hindi ako ready. And to go back in 1 year and do that event after not racing it since 2019 was the last time I competed in that event, and getting, I think, my best finish so far. I've been getting bronze a few times. So I think that would be my most memorable one for this meet.
What motivated you to swim it again, that event this year?
Because last year, kasi nga COVID, I was focusing on shorter events, but then I added the 100-meter freestyle just as a bonus kasi it was the last event, like just to try and do it. But then dun pa ako nagka-medal. So I think that gave me the confidence na parang, wait, kaya ko pa. Like, it doesn't mean I'm old, I can't do longer events. So that motivated me. Like, if I could do that, I think I could bring back the 100-meter freestyle. And I'm glad I made that decision because last year I was very scared. So this year I was, with the support then of the team, I think it's such a better environment that we have now. And I was very happy coming into all my races, definitely as
Kumbaga,
compared to last year.
ignited the fire again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gagan.
Okay. Chloe, one silver, one bronze. Can you tell us more about that?
Um, for the 200 backstroke, I got silver, and I think that was definitely one of my favorite races this meet. I dropped 2 seconds from last year, from last SEA Games, and I got a best time. And so that's really motivating me to definitely see what I can improve on for the future. And uh, the other silver was in the 4x2 free relay. And
Last night.
last night. And I led off, and I also got a best time on that. So I was really happy. And Jazzy also did the two
resurrected that event from the dead.
It was really good, and we just really we were all nervous before that relay because it was something out of our comfort zone. But I think that we really supported each other and made sure that we weren't, as nervous and having fun. So yeah, that was a very fun relay, and those were my 2 medals that I got.
Chloe, I just have to ask this. Of course, you won the gold last year, right? For the 200 backstroke. First in the Philippines since Akiko Thompson. And you met her like shortly after after the SEA Games. What was that like, meeting a Filipino legend?
It was surreal. She was, of course, with Jazzy too. She's one of the nicest people I've met. She's very down to earth and literally very open. You can ask her any questions about swimming or about life in general after swimming, and she'll answer it honestly. And she's definitely one of those top people who've had an impact in Philippine swimming, and again, continuing to inspire a lot of us. So I was very happy and fortunate to be able to meet her.
This year, Jazz, sino yung mga magagaling in terms of competition? Nagbago ba? Of course, Singapore's always there. Vietnam's always been a challenge.
Joke. Kami.
Totoo naman yun. Totoo.
Actually, hindi nagbago. Singapore talaga is really dominant in swimming. Not much has changed since last year. So they're pretty, if you look at the medal tally, talagang they're really far ahead. Pero I want to say na with everyone else from second, third, fourth, and fifth, dikit-dikit na lahat, like with the number of gold medals between the Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam. So I think that has changed. We have more medals this year than we did last. So, but if you're asking about dominance, Singapore is still pretty dominant.
And when you compared you mentioned it just moments ago, Jasmine, about COVID restrictions. I mean, it really took a toll, different challenges on athletes. Kumbaga this year, kahit papaano, medyo nag-normalize na. In a way.
Yes. I think you can see that then sa results. Kasi last year, if you look at the results, it's quite not as par as to like the 2019 results. But this year, you could see na so many people are making games records, making best times. So parang normal na din, things are normal.
Yeah, compared to the previous conversation, it's like, you can't join a meet because of COVID, etc., etc. So at least kahit papano, bumabalik na in terms of competition. Chloe, for you, challenges. Personally, the team you have encountered, not just in the SEA Games, but as a swimmer in general, especially sa lead up ng SEA Games this year.
Some challenges. I feel like there were a lot of mental blocks for me. Going into SEA Games, there's a lot of pressure on a lot of the athletes, and something that I had to learn was not to focus on what other people are saying, because we all have our own personal goals, and you really have to focus on yourself and show, how do I say this? And show the reason why you're swimming. And it's for the country, for yourself. And if you're able to put your full effort into the pool, then that's all that matters. And whatever results it is, then you just take it and see what you can improve on for the future.
Overall, Jasmine, how would you assess your team this year?
I love it. Ang babaw na sagot. No, it's actually as simple as that. Hard, parang I've been on so many SEA Games teams, and this one, everyone really stepped up. Each one of us, new, old, everyone came to support each other. We're a relatively small team. I think there's only 10 of us total, but the amount of like medals, I guess, or not just medals. I don't want it to be all about medals, pero with our swims and how we swam it, I think this is, in my opinion, the best team we've had so far, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
What's the most memorable of the pool for you, Chloe, in this year's SEA Games?
Of the pool? Like
Off
the events?
the pool. I mean, like off the pool.
Oh,
Like
off the one
off
of
the
the
pool.
pool.
No, I mean
There's
off.
so many.
Oh.
Wait, Jazz,
Nung ginising namin siya. Oh my God.
Muntik siya malate sa event? Muntik malate?
Wait, what? Hindi naman. Is that the most memorable? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think off the pool because she was here first.
Okay.
And we arrived at parang 2 a.m. And as in binalibag yung door. And she woke up as in like kakagising lang niya, but she with a smile on her face, super hyper pa din. Kala mo hindi midnight. Para siyang, woo! Sabi namin maglilipat kami ng room. In 5 seconds, naka-impake na siya. At 2 a.m. I was like, wow, girl.
the room that I was in also didn't have aircon, so I was sweating while I was sleeping, and I was like, I'm following you guys.
5 seconds, 2 a.m. And
Wow.
right when she woke up, we were like,
I gotta get out of here.
Ang init sa room mo. Ang init sa room mo, Chloe. Ayaw namin dito. And she was like, wait, sama ko. And she like packed her stuff. So, anim
Pero-
kami in our room.
Yeah.
Mainit yung una mong room, Chloe, pero you were awake or were you asleep na, Chloe? And then
I
sabi
was
mo,
asleep.
binalibag eh. You were
I
you were
was
sweating
asleep, and then I
while
woke up and I go.
Hindi kami yung nag-knock. Sila, yung officials. But
That was fun.
I think that's memorable.
Actually, for athletes, no, I think that's beyond the competition. It's like those moments that really make it memorable, and we're glad for you guys, proud of you guys, and of course, bringing the banner of the Philippines and the Philippine flag rather. Lastly, Chloe, just after the SEA Games, what are your future plans? What's next for you after SEA Games? And then I'll ask that to Jasmine also.
Actually, right after SEA Games, I'm flying straight back to the US, and I'm having another competition after this. So I land in the US on May 14th, and I have another competition. The first day of competition is May 17th. So even though I'm done, I'm practicing today and then tomorrow to prepare for that competition.
Jasmine?
Alam mo na, uwi sa Pilipinas, matutulog one day. And then, I don't know. But I think probably World Championships and Asian Games. We don't know yet who's going, but I think that's what's next. I think end of July, September. So we can't really take time off because there's a lot of big meets coming up. So.
Okay. Lastly, Jasmine, baka you want to take this chance to like give a shout out to everybody who supported you guys.
Oh my God. Thank you. I think yun lang. Thank you to everyone that has supported. Bakit tawa ka?
Tawa-tawa ako. Ang kulit mo kasi. Makulit ka in a fun way. Makulit in a fun way. Nakakatuwa. It's always a fun interview with Jasmine. The kulit comes out.
I know.
It's fun. Sige, go.
Yeah. Wait. Ano ba?
Okay. Okay, serious.
I think we won't be here without the support of the people that have prayed for us and have cheered for us online or in person. We have witnessed a few OFWs here in person actually cheering for us kahit nang init-init. So we really just want to say thank you because it really helps us as athletes, that positive encouragement, as in you have no idea how much motivation it gives us. So thank you.
Chloe, you want to add?
Yeah, definitely the same thing. I know that during this long competition, it's a very long meet for a lot of the athletes, and being able to see comments, direct messages that people send us, or the people that travel all the way here to just support us. It really helps and really brings the fire and helps us want to swim for, you know, for them and people who aspire to be, you know, to eventually maybe, you know, join SEA Games as well. So hopefully it'll also inspire any upcoming young athletes who want to also be participants of SEA Games.
All right. Maraming
Thank you.
maraming salamat. Congratulations, Chloe Isleta, Jasmine Alkhaldi. Congratulations on your medals. Good luck in your future competitions. Stay safe and God bless. Congrats, guys.